Shoosh fam! Welcome back to another weekly meta deck list review video. These cheeky decks are performing well in some recent tournaments. Let's dive in and check them out. Okay, so we're going to check out the biggest tournaments over the past 7 days and see which decks are taking out the W's. We're going to check out Pocket Turtle Weekly 16, had 202 players. We're going to check that one out first. Alright, here it is. So usual culprits, Rampardos and Lucario still going strong. Damn. It's a direct counter to Dialga and Arceus. So it looks like the Rampardos and Lucario got the chocolates here. It went 12-1 if you don't mind. The Dialga Arceus got 9-3, but then an Arceus EX and a Greninja came in 10-1. Got a decent place with 5th place. Let's check that out. Oh, we got a cheeky Arceus and Carnivine here. Let's dive in and just quickly check out the Lucario and Rampardos. Just see if anything has changed in the meta, or is it pretty straightforward? It looks pretty straightforward here. So the usual, this one has Marsh Shadow and 1 Sudowoodo. I've seen the build quite a lot with obviously 2 Sudowoodo, but there you go. So yeah, obviously want the Sudowoodo out early if you can. And it's going to start doing some serious damage as you build up your Skull Fossil. I've used this deck plenty of times. My biggest pain point is getting the Skull Fossil. And then if I get the Skull Fossil, I never get the Gyarados. I never get the middle evolution. So I love the deck, but very difficult for me to get wins with this one. Dialga and Arceus, look, we all know this one. There are a couple different builds. This one has the Mew and the Shaman. Some people rock the double Shaman. But this is a really strong variant with the Mew as a backup. So Dialga out first, you're throwing energies on with Metallic Turbo onto your bench, which will hopefully have the Arceus and the Mew on. Really, really strong deck. I wonder if we're going to see anything new that comes out in the next set to counter this a bit better. It's going to be a meta shift in the future, no doubt. But for now, Arceus and Dialga is the GOAT. I'm really interested to see this Arceus Greninja. I love my bench sniping, so let's definitely check out this one. We've got this one on the wheel as well. Okay, so straight Druddigon for your early defense while you're building up your bench. So 2 Greninja lines. Well, you got a Heatran as well. So double Arceus EX and a Heatran. So Heatran, if you didn't know, if you have an Arceus EX in play, there's no retreat cost for this Pokemon. It does 40 damage, but if the Pokemon already has some damage on it, hence getting sniped at by your Greninja, then the Heatran can come through and do an extra 40 damage, so up to 80 damage there. 3 retreat cost, but you could mitigate the retreat cost with your Arceus on the bench. So there you go. Struggle maybe to get the 2-stage evolution going here with the double Greninja. No computer search either, so not too many trainers. Gee, I'm surprised this one performed actually as well as it did, but I mean, you got the Pokeballs and the Professor Research, which is good. You got the Leaf for the retreat of the Druddigon, and then the Cyrus to bring forward any other Pokemon that get damaged from the player's bench. I don't know, interesting. I would love to see this one in play, but I always struggle to get the middle evolution line, so I would definitely be looking at trying to maybe squeeze in a couple of Pokemon's communications to help you find more Pokemon in the deck. Guys, what do you think of this deck? Let me know down in the comments below. Would love to hear your thoughts on it, or any other decks that you're using at the moment that you find really, really good. Just another one here that I wanted to check out was the Carnivine, the Arceus Carnivine. What's this one? So straight Carnivine. Carnivine isn't bad. It's a really good early Pokemon to play. So this one has the Power Link where Arceus will give it an extra 30 damage. So for 1 Grass Energy, you're coming out and you're dealing the 50 damage straight to your opponent. If you've got the Arceus on the bench as well, of course. But pretty strong, so it's got 2 of those. It's also got a bench snipe here with the Rotom. So no retreat cost if you got the Arceus, which isn't a massive deal, but this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with a colorless dash attack. So I got the Cyrus there, double Sabrina. You got some helmets. You got the normal Arceus. Gee, that's a lot of random Pokemon. So double normal Arceus, and then double Arceus EX, and then a normal Arceus. You got Sky Support for the free retreat as well. Gee, odd. I'm not sure that really floats my boat, that one. It came in 9th in this particular tournament. There you go. Okay, let's check out the Japan tournament here. 186 players, which is pretty decent. Ooh, a new meta has taken this one out. This is what we love to see, fam. So this is the Gallade and Hitmonlee. So, love Gallade deck. I think I've said it before in another video, but anything with Gallade in it is awesome. It's an absolute beast. Has 170 health. Hits for 70 damage, but it's like a Jinx on steroids where it does an extra 20 damage per extra energy that is on your opponent's Pokemon. So it can hit for an absolute monster. When you think if an opponent has 4 energies on it, or 3, it's going to hit for significantly more damage, up to 150, 160 in one attack. And it's only got 1 retreat cost, which is insane. And the attack, only 2 energies. That's it. So it's super strong. Obviously, the struggle would be getting the build done, but it's one of the ones that I just don't really have trouble with. The key would be getting your Hitmonlee or Marshadow out early. Here's a pro tip for you. When you start the game, and if you've got a Hitmonlee on your bench, don't put out any Pokemon in the front attacking slot until you see your opponent put more than 1 on the board. So if they're putting the active Pokemon out and then they play something on their bench, then you pull the Hitmonlee out. If they don't play anything on their bench, you might want to put a Marshadow or the Ralts out in your front attack spot, because you're not going to be able to attack that active Pokemon if you've just got the Hitmonlee. So if they put a bench Pokemon out, then you put your Hitmonlee out and start sniping that benched Pokemon. But overall, really strong deck. Hitmonlee is a bit of a front runner here. You're building up the Curlier and you can have the Marshadow on the bench. You start putting energies on. If your opponent knocks out your Hitmonlee, you can bring out the Marshadow and it will do 100 damage to the opponent's Pokemon on that next turn. So really strong. You can play this with Lucario, and Lucario beefs the Gallade up even more. So I've seen some people trade out the Marshadow and they'll run a Lucario and with the Hitmonlee sometimes as well, but with the Gallade, so you're beefing it up even more. So very strong deck. So what did this one get? 10-1. Beautiful. Dialga Arceus came in 2nd, and then another Hitmonlee and Gallade. Is this one any different? Pretty much identical to the one we just checked out. Any other odd ones here? This is one I saw earlier as well. I put it on the wheel. Staraptor and Darkrai. What an interesting deck. I do love Staraptor. I've got a bit of a Staraptor build going, but I hadn't thought to run it with a Darkrai. This one's had a Druddigon, and a Kangaskhan as well. Double Barry. See, I don't run mine with a Barry, but I've got mine with Manaphy. Manaphy out early, starts loading up my Staraptor on the bench. So, interesting. You can play it with Barry. Barry's really good, so it lets you attack cost 2 less energy. So when you're thinking of, if you build up your Staraptor and you haven't got any energy on it, you pull it out, you put 1 energy on, and then you play the Barry and you can attack for 130 damage. Does 20 damage to itself, which sometimes catches you off guard, but overall a really strong Pokemon. I'm surprised there's no Cyrus here as well. But it's got 1 Sabrina. I mean, you're playing a lot of supporters when you've got the double Barry, but there you go. You've got Pokemon communication. So I think essentially you want your Drud or your Kangaskhan out first. Kangaskhan I do like because you're putting aggression and pressure straight on your opponent's Pokemon really early. So it's like a defense unit with attacks. So 1 energy, you can do up to 60 damage. So really strong Pokemon. No leaf to retreat it though, so you need to be careful. It costs 3 to retreat, but overall, decent deck. I like it. Double Barry, interesting. Do you guys run a deck with Barry in it? Let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I had a Staraptor deck, took the Barrys out of it and put Manaphy in instead. So, bit of a different build there, but that came in 11th. Not terrible. Okay, what's next? Had a lot of Pokemon, so we have... Let's go Frog EX Weekly. 14th of March, 550 players. Oh, this one's a Gyarados and an Origin Form Palkia. Took this one out. Let's have a quick sticky beak. Gyarados still really, really strong. So Manaphy comes out early. Then you got the Origin Form Palkia. So the non-EX, sometimes you don't want too many EXs in here. So they've opted to go for the Origin Form Palkia, which is the non-EX version, but still really, really good. So 3 energies, only 2 retreat, 120 health, which is okay, 60 damage, and an extra 60 if you warm those thumbs up, people, when you get the coin flip working in your favor, then you can certainly do some significant damage. 1 computer search, Giovanni, 2 Irida to heal up all the water. If you're getting the Origin Form Palkia first, you might be struggling with this deck. The Magikarp isn't too bad because you can put an energy on it and leap out and trade it back in if you get the Manaphy later, and then start loading up start using the Manaphy, so then you can load up on your bench. So not a bad deck at all. Got Rocky Helmet, so no extra health here. You can boost Gyarados to 200 health with a cape, so it can be pretty devastating, but overall, really, really strong deck. Gyarados is just a tank. It does an insane amount of damage, and it removes a damn energy from you when it attacks, or removes a random energy from the board, but generally, they're on your damn opponent. They're always against me. So, Gyarados and Origin Form Palkia 14-0 if you don't mind. Alright, let's check another one out. So, number 10, Faster Than Light Tournament. Here we go. It's with the last one. Okay, Rampardos and Lucario. Again, the usual culprits up early. Articuno. Let's check out the plain Articuno deck. If you didn't know, this is the 18 trainer deck, or 18 supporter deck. So you've got the Pokeball to find the extra Articuno. You're always going to start with 1 Articuno. It gives you 1 base Pokemon out the gate so you can get into the battle. So you're always going to get 1, and you need the Pokeballs. Need the Pokeballs potentially to help you find the next one in the deck, so you can load them both up. Misty, if you get an Articuno and a Misty and you're hitting the heads on the Misty, you're going to be stomping the opponent into the ground really, really early. It's got the cape. Iridas, of course, double Cyrus, because Articuno will do 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and then you can pull them forward with Cyrus. Double Sabrina. Overall, a filthy Articuno deck. Not bad. Do you guys run any 18 trainer decks? Let me know for sure. Alright, we're into the wheel. You guys always know we like to pick one of the decks that we reviewed today and put them to the test, put them through their paces and see if we can get a few wins. You might see the wild card on there. The wild card is, if it lands on it, it'll be a random deck that I've already pre-built, and I've got some doozies in there, so make sure you stick around if we land on that. Let's give her a spin and see where it goes. Guys, while that's spinning up, make sure you like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content that we're putting out. We're over on Twitch as well. Link as well to the Discord down in the description of this video. Hey, it's gonna land on the wild card. Let's go. Okay, this is the deck I'm opting to use in our battles today. It is Arc Gang. It is using the new baby Gengar, as people call it. So what we have here is 2 Gengar evolution lines. We have a double Rotom. I love my bench sniping, so we're going to try the dash attack. We have an Arceus just as a bit of a backup there. The Gengar is for 2 energies. It puts your Pokemon to sleep and it does 70 damage, 1 retreat cost, 140 health, so not bad at all. Double Giant Cape, Pokemon Communication, because we've got to find those middle evolution lines. And then double Cyrus is another key to this deck. I'm using the promo Haunters. If flip a coin, I'm confident in my coin flips, using the coin flip trick. That will get the heads, and so we can do 50 damage early for 1 attack. Let's put it to the test and see how we go. Right, battle 1. Let's see if we can get on a bit of a streak with this new Gengar deck build. If you guys use this in any different ways, make sure you let me know in the comments. We do get a Rotom early. We've got a Pokeball, Professor Research, and the Gengar, which is nice, but we need the rest of the build. We've got a Haunter as well. So there we go. Right, let's put the Arceus on the board, and then we'll end the turn. Okay, this is a very odd deck that they're using. We get the Ghastly, which is nice. We can start the work on that. Let's put the Rotom out and do some attacking. I think we'll use the dash attack. What do we want to take down? let's work on the execute. Now if we do some damage to the bench, we've got a double Cyrus in here, we can bring them forward. They're also using water energy, so that's interesting. The Haunter. Surprise attack, come on. Coin flip trick. Drag it to the top. Flick it. No, I thought it was good. Damn it. That sucks, but we can run the Gengar next and start putting the Arceus, the Dialga to sleep, so which is good. Let's rotate that Dialga out. Let's put him to sleep. There's our Cyrus as well. Okay, let's take it out. Start loading the Arceus on the back end. Hypnoblast. Good night, Dialga. Bam. Excellent. That's GG, I think. Boom, bam. Won't even worry about the energy. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. Not a bad deck. What do you think, fam? Let's go. Alright, battle number 2. Hey, the wildcard deck is serving us well. We're going second. Let's get into it. See if we can't silence this guy. Give him a big old shoosh. We get the Arceus first. Not ideal. Right. Energy on Arceus, and that's all we'll do. We'll hold. Won't put any bench out. Alright, I got a feeling he's got Barry in his hand. That's why he hasn't put any bench out. We do get a Ghastly. Just need that Haunter as well. And we'll hold. I don't think it's looking great, especially if they're rocking double Barry in their deck. And let's have a crack at the Snorlax. Even if he cracks us back, then we should be able to kill it, which is good. Then we just got to be careful of the Magnezone. There's the Barry. We're making him use one. Okay, let's take out the Snorlax. Does he have the other Barry, though, to kill our Arceus? We're soon going to find out. If he pulls Snorlax forward, it's done and dusted for the Arceus. Then we have Gengar. Plays the Lumberry. I like it, so we can't put him to sleep. Ah, well played. He's got a Sabrina, and we concede. Let's run it back again. I think that previous game, our biggest downfall was actually getting the Arceus first in our hand and having to play that first. Maybe we should have rolled it out quicker. In this turn, we do get the Rotom and the Arceus on the bench, so we'll play both of those. And we'll kick it off. They're a water deck. Manaphy, Palkia. So this will be the Palkia meta. Let's see what happens. Palkia in if we need to, once we've built the Gengar. Just keep having a crack at the Palkia for now. Let's get aggressive and see what we can do here. Let's pull the Palkia in. Let's free retreat on the Haunter. Let's have a crack. Come on. Come on, coin flip. Be good to me. No! Far out, they've healed up. I don't think there's much we can do here, fam. And that's all she wrote. Ah! Well, there you go. The wildcard deck didn't serve us any favors whatsoever. What do you guys think of it? If you want to suggest any changes to the deck, please let me know in the comments down below. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button as well. Lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm putting out. If you want to see some more videos, make sure you check out these ones over here. Also, we're live doing members battles and subscriber battles on Wednesday nights in Pokemon Pocket. Don't forget to check us out. Come along, use some of your decks in training on me. If you win best of 3, you'll get your name on a giveaway wheel to potentially win some real Pokemon cards. Can't wait to see you there. It'll be a lot of fun. I pray your packs continue to have massive shoosh moments in them. I'll catch you in the next one.